is evolution. Here I am dealing with introduction. It is given by Genesis in TESOL, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. In introduction, first, evolution in the Tesostatic is a kind of process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting information about teaching and learning in order to make informed decisions that the success of the students' achievement and the success of educational material. First, has given three examples. First example, the English Language Institute at Central University. South Africa offers courses in oral and written English for business because they propose to able to non-speakers they propose to add non-native speakers of English whose influence wants to transfer into them to international operations. So they have planned, so they have designed an evolution to determine the effective and usefulness of the new text and audiolingual material. Through it, because they have to decide whether to continue using material them to in the coming year, and also they prepare questionnaire because questionnaire will be used to collect feedback from the students, and then the teachers and employers are interpreted in interaction. Another example is Henry Jones. Is an elementary English as a secondary teacher, and he prepares students with little or no proficiency in English, and for participation in mainstream in classroom. Where academic instruction is presented only in English. At the end of each year, he identified which of his English as a second language students can be mainstream without special English as a second language instruction. He has taken decisions, and his decisions are based on design English as a second language test administrated at the end of the year. And another his decisions are based on his observation of students' performance in the math and science classes taught in English. And then another example is third, the Republic of Vanuatu. Vanuatu has implemented new English as a foreign language program. In this program, it tries to better prepare its citizens for globalization, and so it has planned longitudinal evaluation of the performance of this program, and comparison. The evaluation will be compared the information of students in the new program to the performance of students in the regular program. And then by using battery of careful effectiveness carefully designed language test, and then to get results from the test, and then they take interviews by teachers and school administrators, and then results and interviews will be used to collect and decide what aspects of new program needs revisions and how they should be revised. Thus, these examples illustrate that evaluation can focus on different aspects of teaching and learning, respectively materials, textbooks and instruction materials, students' achievement, and whole program instruction. And also, these three examples illustrate that evaluation is a process that includes four basic components. And first is articulate purpose of evaluation. Second is identify and collect relevant information, analyze and interpret information, and make decisions. First, articulate the purpose of evaluation. In the first example, when I said to decide, the employer have to decide whether, yeah, the employer have to decide whether to continue using new materials. For example, new textbook materials and audiolingual materials, which is appropriate. Another article is also there, is this with on the second exam, Henry Jones. So Henry Jones have to decide which student will be exempt from English as a second language instruction. Next is identify and collect relevant information. Information relevant to the purpose of evaluation is identified and collected. First, in the second example, the Henry John uses students scores on tests and his observation of performance to make decisions. And also is related in third example. In this example, the school official use feedback from teachers and administrators. As well as the language test results in the new and regular program to decide where and how or to revise the new program and how to change in another one. And then third is analyze and interpreting information. That means the first collected information and then the information is analyzed and interpreted. So first in the component is related to first example. First, like the first to get feedback from the students and then teachers and employees are integrated. And it also related with third example, the test scores of students in the new program and are compared to regular program or old program, and then response to interview and then questionnaire from principals and students are interpreted qualitatively. For these decisions are taken. We are making decisions. It's related with all three examples. First, how the materials are kept or rejected. In the first example, that means what materials is appropriate or very effective in usefulness. For example, audiolingual materials and new textbooks. Next is second example, Henry Jones. He decided each student is going to an ESL, English as a second language, and non-English as a second language standard. Third example. In the example, decisions are made about how to modify the program after to get results and testing. And these four components are in the in the first these four basic components of evaluation is interrelated and going. Next, my conclusion. Evaluation is essential to successful, efficient, and effective decision making. Evaluation is the purposeful collection of information to assist decision making about teaching and learning in ESL and ESS classroom programs. It has evolved in recent years to include informal and formal approaches, bottom-up and top-down perspectives, and alternative forms of information collection and interpretation to complement them. Thank you.